now, Facebook Live. Thank goodness we just reformed. So happy to be with you, all of you today. This is a beautiful day at Rhythmia. We're at the pool, relaxing, enjoying the day. And I have two amazing guests with me today that we are going to talk to them all about what's going on this week for them and how they got their miracle. So please say hello to Nadia and Mario, who were here this entire week. And I was very blessed by their presence because they were in class every week. I teach the Answer Is You class. So I was really lucky to have them with me most days this week. So we are going to talk to them and hear all about their adventures here. And if you have questions or comments, we'll take them right here in the comment section. All right, you two. Welcome. Welcome to being here with me instead of in a classroom.
It's fabulous being here with you, but the classroom was also amazing. Really.
Okay, wait, speak to that then. We love that. You can start right there.
Just the week here is so, you're changing so quickly, and it's really nice to group up and sit in the class and kind of discuss and also contemplate everything, how we're changing and how to put it into action, how to make sense of it, next steps. And that was beautiful. And the energy that you bring into it is so wonderful. And to make everyone feel really safe and sharing. Good. And yeah.
Perfect.
Very helpful.
Said. That's our intention in having class is everything that Nadia just said, is that there's so much happening in the day and at night for you to come and have a safe place to process all of it. So then you get to take it home, living it, right? Yeah. All right. We're waiting for you, sir.
Also, I think after the experiences that we have, you have this bursting desire to share. And sharing, I think, is also part of the right. So you have been able to create a safe environment for people to share how this experience have changed us and in which ways has it changed us. And I think beautiful because it helps you understand, how powerful the medicine is and also how powerful your message could be for others, right?
Oh, beautifully said.
And finally, I think there's some things that are said that really resonate with me in particular. And there was one that you said, which was a sentiment of acknowledging, right? Acknowledging yourself when you do something. And that really resonated with me because one of the learnings that I had during this week, I think I've been for years self-indulging, how good I am or how also I am. And I don't need to do that, I don't need to say that to others. I just need to self-acknowledge, who I am and what I do. And you did that during the session, and it really resonated with me. And for that reason, I think the class itself was magical as well.
Thank you. I'm so glad. It's interesting that when we can look at our own patterns and then see another practice to come in, because you have your own patterns that you two have been practicing for years, and then you come here and expand and grow more, and then you get to take something like that. You could receive it to know, oh, I can incorporate that into my life now. Right. And then everything changes. So how did you hear about Rhythmia? Tell us.
Oh, it was Zappy, right? Yeah, it was Zappy. We were talking to a gentleman and he recommended it. Zappy.
We have this practice in our life that every year we have goals, right? Of things that we want to accomplish. So one of the goals of this year was to at least try to invest in one psychedelic company. So I was researching and I found a potential candidate. Zappy is the guy that actually founded this company. And in the process of evaluating whether we wanted to invest or not, we asked him, look, we're interested in psychedelics and we're thinking of potentially doing ayahuasca. Any idea where can we go? You seem very well versed in the space. We're just getting to learn.
Yes.
He actually mentioned in a documentary that he did also. He showed the place and Jerry.
Place called Rhythmia, which is the truth. We're in this magical place called Rhythmia where this massive growth happens. And how great that you two you're setting your intention that we want to go somewhere, and the universe always answers. So he was the deliverer of the news. You asked the brilliant question and he brought you the answer.
And it went so smoothly. And our last two vacations full of challenges, to be honest with you. But this one just went so smooth. We booked literally a week before we were coming here. We made a decision. I booked it and everything flew beautifully, and it coincided with my birthday. I turned 40 on Sunday, and that's what we actually arrived.
Happy birthday!
Thank you,
that's
thank you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for celebrating your birth with us.
It's
beautiful.
A gift that I got from my 40s.
Lovely, perfect. A gift of it growing in magic. Perfect. Okay, so one word. What would you say? One word, right? Where you were before you came to Rhythmia, and one word where you are now.
So in my case, I thought that I was already in a very good place in terms of mind and my heart, and I just came here to explore, the mysteries of the universe, right? And I figured I want to get there, not knowing that what I was going to get was so much more. And I think the word that I can use is complete. And if I have to explain it, I've always been a very logical and rational person, and I think that has served me well. But at the same time, it has hardened my heart. And after this experience, I think I'm complete because I'm also listening to my heart now. So I believe that moving forward, my decisions are better because I want to be able to be making decisions both with my mind and my heart.
Okay, that's profound. I want everyone to hear that word, complete. Imagine feeling in your life that we're off balance, and then by making a choice to come here, which you both did, that your intention was fulfilled, and now you're becoming in balance, but you are listening to your heart because this place nurtures that. Everything here at Rhythmia nurtures us opening our hearts, us being available for another insight, but you have to be willing to catch it, which you were. So complete is your word. I love that. You said that in class too. I love it. Okay.
So before I came here, anxious. It's the perfect word to describe my state. He can attest to that.
Yes. They're all under 10?
Yeah,
Yes.
8, 6, and 2.
And gave themselves this wonderful week. And now they're going home complete and grounded. That's brilliant. All right, share with us. Did you get your miracle this week?
Yes.
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 Okay, would you please both share with us what that was?
It was this sense of, so I got a new eye, a new way of seeing, a new vision of things, and a new heart. And what it told me, and the miracle is that I think I'm going to be now much more empathetic and sympathetic to other people's practice enough, and it's a better husband, a better father, and a better professional. So that's my miracle.
Better person, better husband, better father, better professional.
Yes.
The impact of that onto the world is profound. Like when we're aware of our own footprint on the world, it has a ripple effect. So you healing those elements and rising up in them more, it has an effect not only in your marriage and your business and your children, but the world, because it's impacting your children who are then going to be living in different vibration because of your time here and your yes.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's a great miracle. I love it.
Thank you, Kim.
All right. Nadia, tell us.
Okay. So mine's a little longer.
It's okay. We have time.
And yeah, so I don't share this so often, but how do I describe this? So most of my life, so this has been since childhood, I've definitely felt a lack of belonging wherever I am. And I think I've given myself a narrative to make it fine and make it like this is a positive thing. You're just different. Maybe you're more profound. Everyone else is just normal, and you're out here, so it's okay. But to not feel like a real strong sense of belonging is not a great thing for anybody, right? No matter how you spin it. And starting off, I have a very strong mom, very tough, very strong. And I also am, a strong woman. And I think growing up, we butted heads a lot and would fight. And that kind of, that's where it stemmed from. And so feeling that within my own family and then just in everyday life, and coming here, I had this amazing experience where I realized like the universe, who is the mother to everyone, whereas we all have our moms, and I'm a mom too, but we're all fallible, right? We all make mistakes, and
Well said.
the universe doesn't. The universe is truth, and it's the mother to everyone. And she just showed me how much she loves me, and gave me that, like, you have all the maternal love and And I love my mom too, by the way, but it's different. It's a much stronger, and just felt, and everything else is okay. And it also gave me this, kind of showed me my mom as well, and all the difficulties she's had to go through in life, and how I need to show that to her as well. Like, you also have unconditional love. Because I think her not having that kind of was an issue for her, and showing that to other people, which then, like you said, like, it affects everyone moving forward.
Yes.
And so that to me has been my biggest miracle, because it made me realize it made me feel like I belong everywhere I am, just as I am.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
And it's the best feeling I've ever had in my life. And I am a different person, but like, I'm the same. All of my attributes are the same, but it's still a perfect belonging, exactly how I am. So
that was so well said.
Really? Was I?
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? That was so well said.
Thank you.
When we heal at something like that, a state of belonging, there's an inner, when we don't feel like we belong somewhere, especially for a lifetime or a chunk of time, then there's a belief of separation somewhere. So if we feel separate, even if, as you said, if we spin it one way, but we still feel separate. So the universal consciousness, Mom, assisted you to really feel your inner connected you are and how maternal you are. And then the beautiful part I want to make sure everyone heard, which is so great, is when you said, I even then saw my mother differently, which is a gem that we receive here. Is not only do we see ourselves clearer, but then the other players in our lives that maybe there was different rubs on in life that could be good or bad, clearer. So not only is our heart healed, but how we interact when we go home. How do you feel like the two of you are going to interact in business, with your family, any differently when you go home?
Oh,
great question.
Significantly different. In my case, I have promised myself that I'm going to be much more present. There's sometimes in which we are in the dinner table and I'm presently physically there, but my mind is somewhere else. And I don't think that's healthy for my kids and my family. So I want to make sure that I'm going to be fully present in the moment. I want to make sure that I am much more playful with my kids, because when I think that I'm a really good father, giving them a lot of learnings and teachings and my experience, as a human being, I think they also need to just have fun and play with me and just listen to what I have to share.
Yes.
And I think that's going to be significantly profound, coupled with the fact that I want to be a better listener, because I have been good at listening, but not really putting myself into the message that someone was giving me, right? Where right now I really feel that if someone were to share something with me, I'm not just going to rationalize it and understand it, but I want to have the ability to put myself into the other person's shoes and really feel it.
Yes.
Which I think is much more profound, is a better way of listening than just, processing a concept.
Well, you're listening as if you will be changed by what you hear, is what we discussed in class. Like, you're really listening expansively, and that is when you're really present.
Exactly. And with that, I think I'm just going to be a better human being. It excites me. I'm ready. I want to do it.
This is so beautiful.
The kids are going to be so happy to play. So happy.
Isn't that interesting that you've been operating one way, which is all brilliant. They are raising three
He's an
wonderful
amazing dad.
boys.
Oh, thank you.
No, you are.
Bring more gifts home.
Right
before, and then I'm going to come and ask you this too, but right before these two beauties came in, we were talking about this, and I said, the best gift we could give our children of our inner work impacts them. And I acknowledge you both for giving the gift to yourselves and your marriage and honoring yourselves in your marriage so much, because that is honoring your family children, which will then children are behaving differently in the world because they are filled with love and joy and happiness and everything else. Okay, do you remember the question I asked?
Yes. Okay. So one thing that I learned is that when people act a certain way, mad or tough or mean or however that you don't like or that bothers me, it's really just because something is broken in them or because of an experience they had in them. And so I'm going to go back and I'm not going to be as bothered with things. I think I'm going to react more with love. Like, oh, you're doing this because something happened. I would rather react in love to try to fix that versus get angry about it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Could you imagine then your reactionary patterns are going to be dropped? So then your heart stays open to still stay connected. And that's where we're living in a world where we can still we may not agree with someone, but we don't have to react to an upset because we don't know where they're coming from. You know, and that's that old saying, if we just understand more of where the other person is coming from, or if we took a moment to, then we drop our reaction and defenses and are just present to love. Okay, this is profound. You two are going to be going home differently.
It's completely different.
Okay, so it's not that just you two got your miracles. You're going to be giving your miracles to your children and your businesses.
Yes.
I'm so glad. If you were going to tell anyone about Rhythmia and about coming, what would you say? Besides everything that you said that's wonderful, anything that you'd say to them?
Yeah, so it's so hard to describe and explain, but for us and every single person in our group, it's been miraculous. And, you know, I know online, I've heard people mention that TripAdvisor has amazing reviews about this place. And so maybe that would help even to go and kind of read what other people have written, because it's hard just to hear 1 or 2 stories and be like, wow, why would I go someplace and it really miraculous and leave a different person? But that's really how I describe it. It's like the things, and I didn't even know specifically coming in exactly what it was. I knew I was coming in anxious, but I didn't know exactly what needed to be addressed. And it was like just being here, like the universe knew and showed me. And that's what I would share.
Really good point. I want you to hear what Nadia just said. I didn't know exactly what needed to be addressed. And that means you didn't know how, because you didn't know what, but you trusted enough to know you were to be here.
Yes.
And that's that listening of Rhythmia is this place that brings about profound healing. And even if you just have an idea of what's going on in your life that you could have some expansion and growth on, it will occur here because we support that intention in all ways. Love that. Great idea. Okay. What would you say?
I will say that Rhythmia is absolutely transformational. It's an amazing place. I really felt, and I still feel because we're still here, I love from everyone, the staff member, the teachers, the shaman, the support staff. And I think it's because they have a calling and they understand that they're doing something extremely important for humanity, and they feel that it fulfills their life purpose, right? And every single person that is here, not just our fellow colleagues doing the process, but everyone working here.
Yeah. And
that makes this place extremely unique and magical. And I would like to echo what my wife said as well. I came excited because I had this idea that through this experience, I was going to get closer to the universe. And that in itself was going to be amazing. And I got so much more, which was things that I didn't even know about myself to be even better. So transformational.
Thank you both.
And can I add to that? So I am super critical. Like I look at things and I pick them apart and I look for what's not genuine. And I think I'm going to do that less now and approach things with being less critical. But I came here with the critical glasses on, looking for that. Why is everyone so nice? Why is can I find something? And no, I mean, it became clear very quickly that it's all coming from a genuine place.
Yes, authentic.
And that's important for the experience.
Thank you.
Feeling that.
I appreciate just hearing that, because that is our core intention here at Rhythmia, is for you to catch that our intention is then being fulfilled, because being here, working here, knowing that every individual has that calling, has been, pulled to be of service for the growth of all those who come. And we do our own inner work to be prepared for that. So the fact that you catch it, and I love it, have a go eye, and it really worked. Thank you both so much. I would love to read all these chats. There's so many. I know they're good. Everybody's saying yes.
That's so fun.
I just want to say a special thank you, because if these two weren't here today to share this with you, so thank you, Mario. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you for sharing yourself with me this week. I loved watching you two sit in class and be sitting in their seats, beaming, taking it all in, taking notes, asking questions. So please come soon, come see us. We have a wonderful wonderful, wonderful opportunity here to assist you in whatever path you're growing on. And I'm happy to share I'm going to be the guest speaker next week. So come really soon. And
yeah, you want to be in her class.
For sure.
Thank you. And we'd love to see you. So Rhythmia awaits your arrival, and we'll see you very soon. Have a magical, beautiful day. This is Kim signing off with these two beautiful individuals, Mario and Nadia. Namaste. Did I do it?